Come on.
Love brought me to Mystic Falls.
Let's go.
Time to listen to Ash and the titular PD. Time to listen to Ash and the titular PD.
You all know Elena Gilbert. Well, the girl that I'm looking for looks exactly like her.
Live, laugh, loot, because it's season 7. Vampire is back, you can thank the heavens. TVD is all about the bond of brethren. Coast to coast from Odin 10 to Severin. Damon up on the big clock like Batman. RP Forbes, Shane even get a cat scan. Kai coming at you and it's catch as catch can. Enemy of the state, kinda like Gene Hackman. Ash and Pete are back for the seasoning. What's going on with these sirens is the reasoning. You know Petey's gonna reference Little CB King. Listen while you're at the gym or you're sleeping. Ha, and we won't stop till it's done. Grab your wine glass and pour your brother's bond. Vernacular was just a bit of fun, but now we got real ads, so we're making real funs.
I'm sorry, but we need to make the doppelganger blood useless.
Buddy, we're going house tonight.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, Vampire Diaries.
What?
The Vampire Diaries podcast where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a super fan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular PD. Let's just say I put the PD in Vampire, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash. Ash, hello, Ash.
Hello, Pete.
Ash, there are periods and punctuation in that intro.
Are there now?
But
Is there only one at the end?
No, there's one, but also I flubbed it anyway. But also, I'm like Christopher Walken with my punctuation, which is I ignore it. Mm-hmm. Ash.
What's going on?
I know we always talk about whether we're late or not, and I said we would never do that again, so we won't. However, it has been a pretty busy time period.
Yeah.
Since we last recorded, I have had 2 hit television shows.
Yes. Tell us about them.
On 2 different platforms, the Peacock and the Netflix.
Yes.
Number 1 on Peacock at some point. Number 2, we reached number 2 on Netflix at another point.
Tell us the shows.
Married at First Sight, which is still dropping episodes.
On Peacock.
On Peacock. And then The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On, Season 4. A very controversial season.
On Netflix.
Is on Netflix.
And that's amazing.
That's all been released so far.
Even the reunion. So you can do a full binge of The Ultimatum if you want.
You could if you...
And you should.
Yeah, you could. And you should.
Or you can take it slow, you know.
I think, you can do whatever you want, ultimately. I won't give you an ultimatum to do that. But it does... I read that it does help the numbers to watch it quickly and finish it. We have a pug that's not snoring but is whining for popcorn.
Yeah. You guys don't hear that often, but we do.
Okay, so something also that is a weird thing that happened is with the release of these shows, you know, you're listening to a Rewatch podcast. You're listening to a Rewatch podcast right now.
Yeah, right now.
There are Rewatch podcasts of my shows, which has sort of happened in the past, but never with this intensity. Mm-hmm. And so I'm getting a taste of my own medicine.
Yeah, exactly.
And medicine tastes good. Give me more, please.
We want more of that.
I do like that people are discussing it. Sometimes they're like totally wrong. Which, hey, we're totally... Yeah. I mean, I'm totally wrong here as well. And then sometimes they're spot on. And sometimes they're pointing out the very things that as producers we have placed there for them to see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which hopefully we do that here. And, it's given me a new respect and fondness for this whole thing. The person who's making the show doesn't want to just get trashed the whole time, but also they're not trashing me personally. And also our casts wanted to be on the show and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Much like these writers wanted to write this show and the cast wanted to act it out and stuff like that.
It's just interesting to listen to a rewatch podcast of a show that you produced when we are, mostly weekly making a rewatch podcast of a show that we've just watched. And so, it's a different, way to view that media, I guess.
Yes, for sure. It's much like a M.C. Escher painting that I'm in right now. I'm doing a rewatch podcast talking about Rewatch podcasts about the show that I produced.
Yeah. I have not listened to the Rewatch podcast of your show, but I've watched your shows.
Yes.
And I love them, and I have the very lucky experience of watching the show with the person who produced it.
Yeah.
So I get some little whispers in my ear sometimes about things. Or I can just ask questions about how it was made and different stuff, and that's really fun for me.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch the things back, and just one little insider tidbit is that when I'm watching it on my computer screen, it's not like all the way in high definition and like color corrected and all this stuff. So it is a brand new experience for me to see it on the quote big screen.
Yeah.
The bigger screen, it's still the small screen of the television, but
right, even like sound matching, like there might be a quiet scene and then a loud one, like when you are putting them together, but then when it gets fully edited, it's all smoothed out.
Yeah, it's mixed, it's colored, it's
mixed, that's what it is.
Up-resed, it's the whole thing. So keep watching that stuff, and we're gonna keep watching The Vampire Diaries.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are, and we're on episode
17 of season 7. I went to the woods.
Yeah.
Hey, some people do that in this episode.
Definitely.
Ash, Stefan is laying on the street. Bloody. There's a car crash. A school bus full of children hit a SUV or something like that. Stefan immediately jumps into hero mode. He starts carrying kids out of the bus. Then the cops come. An EMT is like asking his name. He doesn't remember though. He has the scar from the Phoenix Stone sword. And then he has a gash to the carotid in his neck, which, hey, that's how Marty McFly or whatever his name is died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the body that he's inhabiting died some type of way, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm learning it was from that.
Yeah, but you called him Marty McFly.
Yeah, his name is Marty Hammond or something.
Yeah, gash to the carotid, and they were like, there was a little line when they were like, "You're the first person I've ever met who survived a gash to the carotid."
Which he didn't.
The human body didn't. But anyways, you're skipping ahead because when we last left, we thought Stefan is going into the Phoenix Stone, and Stefan thinks he's going into the Phoenix Stone.
Okay.
But we know that the Phoenix Stone exploded. So when Stefan is waking up and we see him doing all this stuff,
we assume he's in
the
Phoenix Stone. Yes. Some dead bodies roll by on gurneys.
Yeah, that's
or journeys.
That's really sad.
And they're dead kids. That's
crazy.
Even heroes can't save them all, the EMT says. She called him a hero. And she says some cheerleaders also called him a hero. That was weird.
It was the cheerleaders on the bus.
Yeah, I understand all of this. He says his name is Stefan Salvatore. He doesn't have amnesia, and he knows where he is. He's in hell.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, obviously I'm in the Phoenix Stone. So instead of like going through the motions like he did the first time of like, what is this life? He kind of jumps to these conclusions, which makes him sound like a crazy person to this human being.
Speaking of hell, cut to Texas. I think that was a joke from the old...
From Pete?
Writing staff. Damon is looking over at Stefan's body. Val is there. She said as well. They're at like that airport or whatever type area.
Yeah.
She, or in the field, she has the broken Phoenix Stone sword, which Mary Lou and Nora...
they're in
they exploded.
She's in the field after the car explosion.
Raina had stabbed Stefan. They didn't know that his spirit was trapped in the Phoenix Stone. They thought they were doing the world a favor.
Right, because she's like defending them to Damon.
Damon isn't buying it. He says, if you're done mourning Thelma and Mary Louise, nice. Let's go. She says she's not going anywhere with him. She's mad. Damon could have prevented this if he had like taken over the scar earlier.
Right, which he was bojangling, as we like to say.
He was bojangling. He was totally about to, though.
Oh, yeah, totally. They were, like, just about to do it.
Yeah.
I do feel like she didn't really mourn Nora and Mary Lou like she probably needed to.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all don't grade someone's grieving, Ash. The stone is destroyed and Stefan with it, they think. Damon is going to be haunted for eternity, but he's in denial. Stefan's... and then Damon does a little speech about Stefan's not dead. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Mm-hmm. Help me find Raina. And, wait.
There was another
SNL reference.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Okay, she's going to do that, but... Okay, Val's going to do that without Damon, and then she invisicues away, and then Damon does, really? Okay, so Damon says Debbie Downer, and he also does, really? Which is 2 SNL references.
In, like, the matter of 30 seconds.
Debbie Downer was Rachel Dratch's character, and then really was Seth and Amy doing that on Weekend Update.
Yep.
Come on, Damon. What if Damon was like, I've seen all 40 years, or like all 50 years of SNLs?
Yeah, he's an SNL super fan. All right, keep talking. I need to get a pillow, BRB.
Okay. I'm going to, while you're running away, I'm going to wonder about what Damon's favorite cast was. Did he like the first cast because they were the originals? And also, hey, the originals, does he like, Sandler and Farley, Spade? Does he like that era?
I feel like he would. I feel like he would love Sandler.
Is he a Lonely Island guy?
They're like the same age.
Yeah, okay, she's back.
I'm back.
Well, he referenced Dratch and Seth, and that was
an era.
Ish, yeah. That was around, I think Dratch was a little, but they probably overlapped.
Yeah, Dratch and Seth and Amy definitely overlapped.
So, hey, that's his favorite.
Okay, there you go.
Back to Stefan at the accident scene, and he's like, what's the lesson here? Like, he's trying to gameplay, kind of like how Damon was after he killed those people a million times in a row.
Yeah, he's trying to, find the key to this hell.
He says this is a looping nightmare for his psyche.
But he keeps saying this to the EMT person.
He tells the cops to just get to the torture, and then the cop has his wallet, and there's a license of Marty Hammond, a.k.a. Marty McFly, like I said earlier. Stefan is like, oh, alcoholism is a metaphor for my bloodlust, but... I typed it fast, so this is me blodo lust. Me blodo lust. He caused the accident with the busload of kids we're learning, and then the cop gives him a sobriety test.
Yeah. And still Stefan is like, this is annoying. I'm not this guy. I'm a vampire. This is just my hell. I need to figure out this hell.
All right, I'm going to make a topical reference to timestamp this episode, but I don't actually know anything about this current story. But who is Stefan? Tony Romo?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, both of your feet are exactly where I want my feet to go. Can I have one of them?
You can have both of them.
Okay, thanks.
Raina calls Matt. He's at the bar. She needs help. He asks if Stefan is in the stone. The stone is broken, so everyone in there is free, we learn.
Yes, which good for Stefan, but also that's crazy because she's been pulling people in that stone for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Val is there with a knife to Raina's neck, and Raina drops the phone. Mm-hmm. Damon is trying to call Val and drive, but then Stefan is right there standing in the street. And it's cutting between Raina and Stefan and the cop says Stefan was driving the bus.
Yeah.
With the kids.
The drunk bus driver, that's horrible.
Raina says every vampire is scattered in different bodies, like when Oscar was someone different, and whoever was in Joe's body. Damon picks up Stefan, but it's not the real Stefan. Real Stefan is being questioned by the cop.
But it is Stefan's body, which they need.
Yes. Raina says vampires are in random corpses. Stefan could be anywhere and anyone.
Right, so he went into Marty Hammond's body when he died in that bus accident.
Stefan looks in the mirror and sees a long-haired hunk.
You think he's a hunk?
No, he's just regular. All right.
It is like fun cinematography that they do with like the different mirrors and stuff throughout the episode to show Stefan in this costume and then Marty Hammond in the same costume, where it's like we know it's Stefan, but his spirit and stuff is Stefan, but he's presenting or whatever outwardly as Marty Hammond. I think they do a good job of that. Do you think they did a good job?
Yeah, they don't overdo it. They just do it a handful of times.
Yeah, just a couple times.
And they don't confuse it by having the Marty Hammond actor running around doing Stefan. They have Stefan doing Stefan.
Right. Only when Stefan looks at himself in a reflection does he see Marty Hammond.
Through the dash cam, we see Stefan fighting. Well, here's one here. Stefan as Marty fighting the cop, and then Marty runs away, and he falls, and he's handcuffed. There's a news report. A crash in Arkansas with a Dallas student charter bus.
Oops. Sorry.
Cheers. And that's the car crash Stefan's body that he's in was in. And this TV is on at Alaric's house. Matt is calling him to warn him. And then for some reason I was like, this is all in the 3 years later realm. So we have left today.
Yeah, we left the
behind.
Today.
So it's no longer today. It's 3 years later.
Yeah, because Damon is awake out of the coffin.
They do a little exposition about Matt working with Raina, who shot a stake through Caroline's rib cage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, Alaric doesn't want to hear from Matt. He's like, you are a traitor, basically.
Yeah, he used Caroline as bait for Raina.
Right, and Alaric's like, we were happy and safe, and you just not suck. I'm going to say, like, you sucked them on them?
Sicked?
Sicked? You sicked them on it?
Uh-huh, yeah, you sucked it on them. You sucked on them, Jones?
No. You know, like, that you sick a dog on someone?
Yeah, you sicked them on them.
But in past tense is sicked. Okay. She sicked Raina on.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, I should have just abandoned that.
Yes. Caroline was a bait.
The past tense of sick is sucked.
Sure. Alaric is like, what happened to you, Matt?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we know why Matt is so smad, and that's because Penny Aries is dead. We saw her grave.
I wish more people used SMAD still.
Yeah. Smad and Smedium.
Well, I think only you and I use Smedium, but SMAD was a good adjective.
It describes so much. Mm-hmm. Caroline is hiding with the gals. The twins. Alaric hangs up. The doorbell rings. It's Val with Raina. Val is doing exposition with Alaric. This is like what happened with Joe, but more random. Alaric doesn't want to be involved. Raina says we need to hunt them all down. All these vampires are bad. They're the most evil vampires of the last 200 years.
That's true. I think in the statement, though, when they say it was more random than what happened with Joe, I mean, I guess it is more random.
Just
but I also think it's
in volume.
It's more, it's just more like out there because there's just so many more vampires in people's corpses.
There are vampires in people's corpses for sure. And it's indiscriminate in that not just vampire corpses, in fact, probably no vampire corpses except somehow Stefan. Right,
because he happened to be getting killed right at that exact moment.
But yeah, so is he still he is still a vampire, and that guy in his body is a vampire in a vampire's body, but Stefan is just in a human body.
Right, but he's a vampire in a human body, but he doesn't have any of his vampire qualities. And Marty Hammond.
So how many of these vampires are in vampire bodies now? I would think they'd all be in human corpses, and they're all just going to die in 3 days.
I think that most of them probably would end up in human corpses, but I think there might be some random situations where a vampire is like exactly getting staked at that second.
I guess so.
But that's probably so
that
rare.
That has to be the minority.
Right. I think it's mostly human corpses.
The Stefan case is pretty totes rando.
And you know what would be really scary?
What?
It's sad to think about this, but we know that it's true that babies die too. So what if your baby has a vampire soul in it?
Oh my gosh.
That would make a horrifying movie.
It would, except would they have the ambulatory, however you say that, ambulatory, the mobility of just a baby, so they're just sitting in there in the baby body, so mad.
All right, then maybe not a baby, maybe like a toddler, like a preschooler.
Yeah, that
would be scary.
Some little kid that could walk around would be the scariest.
For
and that's
sure.
why the omens are scary.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Chucky is scary.
But you're right in saying that the bodies are going to reject these souls, so these people are going to die in 3 days, which also means there's going to be a lot of deaths. But I guess those people who are about to die anyway, they already recently were dead.
I don't think it's rejecting the souls, or maybe it is also as well as the bodies are decomposing, though.
Yeah, right. I haven't thought about this so widespread. When first watching this, I'm just thinking about how does it affect Stefan. But if I'm thinking about all these other bodies, that is interesting and tricky.
Well, they haven't zoomed out yet.
No.
And who knows if they will, but and what is the ratio of vampires in the Phoenix Stone to corpses? But they didn't say corpses that are dying right this second.
That's true.
Because it could have been vampires popping up out of the grave and stuff like that.
Yeah, if they were buried all gray and veiny.
No. It said that the vampires went into corpses.
Oh, yes.
So it could be a decomposed skeleton getting up and walking around. But if we're going by the Marty Hammond principle, then they wouldn't get far because Stefan's already decomposing. He has 72 hours to live or whatever.
Right.
So
it'd be really scary for 3 days.
Or not even. The skeleton would just wake up in the casket and be like, "Oh, I have no body. I'm dead anyway." Bet.
Yeah. Okay. Or they're just buried underground and they can't get out.
I'm sure all of this will be discussed next episode, and we'll get all the answers. Did some vampires go into skeletons? Did the skeletons crawl out of the earth? Were they trapped in coffins?
We want to know all of this. Were there any baby vampires?
Were there baby vampires? Were there toddler vampires? Were there teenage dirtbags? Were their names Noel? Did we have a dream about them? We'll see all of this.
Okay. All right, that was a tangent and a half.
Ash, Damon gives fake Stefan a Vampire Diary to read and see if he remembers anything, because he
still thinks it's really Stefan coming out of the Phoenix Stone
with what I call the niche.
Yeah, the niche. He's got a little niche.
So this fake Stefan starts reading an entry about how Damon sucks, basically.
And then Damon asks him to read it quietly in his mind.
And then Stefan tells Damon he's famished.
Yeah, famished.
This fake Stefan is smart and puts stuff together very quickly. Not that Damon doesn't know soon enough, but he's this guy could maybe get me some blood. And he's figuring out I'm not Stefan. All right, I'm out of here. Vroom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I also really like in this show when the actors embody these different characters, because we've seen so many different versions that Paul Wesley has been, and Nina Dobrev and stuff like that. To see them be the different character that looks exactly like them, but they have these different mannerisms and these different nuances. I feel like they're so talented like that. That's something I really appreciate about this show.
I know. I don't know. I wonder if they knew that when they were signing up for it. I mean, probably Dobrev knew she was playing two people based on the books or something like that. But I feel like that's an actor's dream.
Yeah.
But
they do a good job of it. Like, I feel like some people would just, you'd be like, ugh, you can just tell.
For sure. Is there an example where there's someone playing a bunch of people and they're bad at it? I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe they wouldn't make those movies or shows because they'd be like, this is too bad.
You said mannerisms, and something that we brought up while we were watching The Ultimatum was how sometimes people don't know actually what things are, and so like what words actually are, and so I've heard people say mannerisms, which I like. And then on The Ultimatum, we were laughing about one of the characters says instead of tit for tat, he's like, "Look, I don't want to go tick for tack."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Actually, I don't know if it's been released yet.
Don't
the
say
episode.
it.
Okay.
You don't want you to get in trouble.
Okay, but someone does do another one of those. At a grilling scene, there's like a classic one that we've said before. But yeah,
stay tuned. Just watch it and watch it for yourself.
If you see a grilling scene, you might see a mannerism.
Yeah, but there was one that I saw online, not for your show, but it's a similar thing, where someone thought bon appetit was bone apple teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with
someone
that.
Someone typed it in, like, oh, that looks delicious, bone apple teeth.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
That's probably the OG right there.
I can't believe that people think that. Sorry if you do, but now you're educated.
Yeah, it's it's French bon appetit, and there's like a famous French cookbook or something named after all that.
Yeah, but you've heard people say it in like an American way. Bon appetit, let's eat. Without trying to be all French, but bone apple teeth.
So gross.
What? Why? What kind of sense does that make?
People don't know. That sounds like there's a scary story to tell in the dark that's like this person coming after this bone for this soup or something.
I don't know. Maybe that's a story that you can have in your anthology. Bone apple teeth. All the scary phrases that people misunderstand.
Too scary for me. Too frightening.
Okay, where are we at?
Actually, that would be scary if it was the title was Bad Grammar, and it was a scary grandma who said crazy stuff like that. Bone apple teeth, Sonny. I'm going for your teeth. I'm gonna pluck them out.
I'm gonna go tick for tack with you about this.
Yeah. Do you remember my mannerisms, don't you? From before I was in the grave.
I couldn't even think of any more of those.
Those were like the three we said, so I don't know. But we love those things.
Because it's just so absurd.
I
love silly when people say silly stuff.
I know. There is that the specific thing that you always think is so funny?
Well, I mean, that is a version of it.
Okay.
Or just like any mess up in the way you're saying something just tickles me so hard. And
is it like a newscaster saying like the wrong thing?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I love that.
Because I know I've witnessed you like loving those sort of things.
Yeah, I need to see more of those in my daily life.
Are you familiar with Jay Leno's headlines?
Yes.
Okay, he did that sort of thing.
Yeah. I didn't like watch Jay Leno like on the regular, but yes, I know that like segment.
I mean, sometimes I would just watch up until headlines and then go to bed. Like, done.
Done?
Yeah. He wouldn't do it every night, but...
Oh, okay.
You might get a jaywalking, you might get an intern Ross. You do there's a little comedy segment before the interviews, and okay, I'm good.
You're sleepy.
I'm not up too late.
And you could watch it because it wasn't on cable.
Definitely. If you make it to Conan, you're up too late, bro.
Yeah, except that you wanted to stay up for Conan.
Definitely. Ash.
Oh, laughing too hard over here.
Real Stefan is handcuffed, walking through the woods and barfing.
Yeah.
He sees a cabin. He tries to break in. He doesn't have super strength. He's a dead human man.
And an alcoholic.
And an alcoholic going through
Withdrawal.
the DTs.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, Stefan does a good job of, like, doing all these things while being handcuffed.
Yes.
Like, the way he's, like, opening and closing so many cabinets, and, you know, he does a good job.
He's looking... I said he gets in clumsily. Ash said it was good, but...
Well, but
no,
that's
he's doing
hard.
a good job, yeah, for sure.
I mean, it makes sense that he, like, was clumsy falling in, but he did better than I feel like most people would being handcuffed like that.
He's looking for something to help him escape. There's a vice in the tool shed. I said, is he going to break his hand to get out of the cuffs?
And he did.
And he did. Very Gerald's game.
He didn't want to try to put the handcuffs in the vice first?
I guess not.
I would have. The chain in the middle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then you would have just had 2 bracelets.
How would you wind the vice?
I don't know. He was doing all kind of winding.
You must be used to me winding. Fake Stefan is sucking arm at a diner.
Yeah. He was famished or whatever.
Mm-hmm. He calls Alaric. Damon suspects this guy is not Stefan. Alaric confirms it. Val says we need this Stefan body, though. Hundreds of Twitter reports about the zombie apocalypse, Ash.
Oh, how did we miss this line?
I didn't. I literally wrote it right here. So that is our zoom out.
Okay, I want more of this, but okay.
Also, like, of course, like, everyone was like, okay, it's just Twitter, so who cares? And this is dumb, and these are fake. In this world.
Yeah, 100 Twitter reports of the zombie apocalypse would be actually really scary.
I could probably pull that up right now, and that's happening right now anyway.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's because, X.
So you can't pull it up because Twitter doesn't exist.
Yeah, X would probably be saying
name.
that. Corpses rising up with the Phoenix Stone vamps in them. If Stefan is in a human body, he has about 3 days to live.
Right.
Stefan is checking out Marty's mug. He's taping up his fingers. He's trying to make phone calls. Nothing in the house works. Then he sees there's a generator. He starts up the generator. The TV has static, but then the news comes on. There's a storm warning and a manhunt for Marty Hammond. He's a known drunk, the news says. And the news says Detox will take him down. The news,
that's some wild news.
Maybe if they are watching news, maybe if they are watching certain news channels, they would be like just degrading this person's character. Ugh. I don't know. I don't watch this sort of local news type thing.
No.
Or even the 24-hour news cycle cable news.
No.
That
we don't watch the news.
Does this stuff? Yeah, we seek the truth. But I was watching it like they would never say this known drunk is gonna like die in the wilderness, but actually
in the woods.
Actually,
Title
walk in the woods.
Title that, but maybe they would.
They probably would, or someone would tweet about it.
Yeah, or some person would put it on their Instagram or whatever.
Someone would definitely truth about it, and then it would get a lot of retruths.
Oh God.
Stefan is shaking.
It's like, I am in withdrawal. Like, he didn't know until now.
Yeah.
But the whole time he was dedicated to getting these handcuffs off. He probably had a lot of adrenaline going. And now he's like, oh.
Also,
yikes.
Also, Marty could have been sipping and driving.
I mean, definitely he was drunk driving. That's why he got in the accident. So,
like, it could be just getting out of his body in this moment.
Yeah, and he's fiending. When he's looking in the fridge, he needs some vodka.
Alaric is trying to suss it out.
Speaking of drinking, I'm going to refill my glass.
Raina is chained up and has a bunch of voices in her head. I guess it's all these vampires. They're overlapping. She sees visions. And Val's like feeling like she can use this in some type of way. Asks if Caroline has a picture of Seven. Well, she asked Alaric if he has a picture of Stefan. He's like, oh, no.
He's like, why would I have a picture of Stefan?
And then Caroline does have a very nice framed photo of the two of them, Stefan and Caroline.
Which, I don't know if it was in last episode or in this episode where it was mentioned that Alaric and Caroline are engaged.
Oh, they're just engaged?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. I thought that they were married.
No, they're engaged.
I thought they were married at first bite. Hey, how about that?
Oh, nice.
Val has her concentrate and then grabs her head, and she has visions trying to find Stefan. She saw trees, blood, fire. Trees again, I said. Anchor, tattoo. Alaric figures out it's the guy on the news based on the clues.
Well, they did a good job of figuring this out. They got the right people together. They put the news on. They got inside the brain of the huntress.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they figured it out pretty quickly. Usually it takes way more people, way more time, and they don't accomplish it.
My Pete-diction is that they had to get through this episode quickly because next episode is going to be sort of what they call a bottle episode of this serial killer at this frat house. Like, they were like, we need to get this serial killer to this frat house. We have a lot of pipe to lay, as they say.
Yeah.
But,
And they don't want to keep Marty Hammond for another day.
well, yeah. I mean, he'll still be...
Or for too long, I guess.
Yeah, he'll still be in the next episode.
They're trying to save their coins.
Yeah, I mean, if Marty Hammond doesn't speak out loud, if the actor doesn't speak out loud, they don't have to pay him a lot.
Well, he was. Damon did say, "Oh, your voice is so much deeper," but we didn't hear it. Only Damon did.
Right. So this guy could just be like a stand-in type. Mm-hmm. But hey, he's doing some acting. That's good.
He should get a line cred though.
Yeah, he's doing some good work. Doing some good looks, some good looks.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to be like, I played Marty Hammond on the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, you know that famous character Marty Hammond.
You would have to explain the role. Remember in the Into the Woods app? That was me.
I mean, you could do worse for sure.
What is it? Into the Woods? I went to the woods. Into the Woods is that other thing.
Yes. Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear?
Oh.
They call... Is that an Easter egg? Is that an EE?
Dropping eggs?
Is that an Easter egg? New show coming Easter. Just kidding. They call Damon, tell him to go to Arkansas. Fake Stefan is dancing with and sucking the neck of that same server. Time to go. Fake Stefan is like, I'm ready. This place is dead.
Literally.
Real Stefan is trying to hotwire the truck. He's trapped in the body of an addict, he says. He starts talking to Marty, but really himself, about being tied to Raina. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I liked when, if she died, I was going to die. It was as close to human as he could get. But now he's a human, and he says being human sucks.
Yeah, he kind of felt like, oh, I'm like a human. I could die. But he still was living exactly like a vampire. And now he's like, oh, it's actually really painful and difficult to be human.
Yeah. A little bit of a commentary on privilege in a way, because he got to live the human life, but still had compelling and super strength and all these privileged things, and then was like, but now he's truly living the thing that he was cosplaying as, basically,
without those privileges,
and finding that it's very difficult.
Yeah,
so when
I like that metaphor.
Yeah, so when someone is acting a different sort of stature or something with no
no reality.
Downsides, and not like, truly the reality of the space that they're inhabiting. Of course you can be like, oh, this is cool.
Right, and then you're like, if you are truly living it, you're like, this is hard.
Definitely.
Smart. That was very introspective of you.
Well, maybe they put it in there, maybe they didn't, I don't know. That's what I was drawing out of it.
These are the types of conversations I get to have with my husband regularly. Isn't that so nice?
Ash, so nice of you to say. And am I saying that this episode is about like nouveau riche hipster culture, or like the proliferation of the urban Caucasian into hip hop? No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm really not saying that.
It's about vampires?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about vampires and
Get it right.
wanting to be human, but not wanting the human condition.
The struggles.
Ash, back to Damon and fake Stefan driving. Fake Stefan is pretending. He's like pretending that yes, I did write this Vampire Diary.
Of course, I remember these events.
He says, "You are my brother, Damon. I love you." But Damon knows he's not Stefan at this point.
But he still listens to what he's saying, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I think I said they have a funny rapport. Fake Stefan, reads about.
He's definitely using some old-timey language vocab that Stefan obviously wouldn't use.
He was happy to never see Damon again in the journal. And then he's like, the fake Stefan's like, I'm not going to give up this body. And he's like, where's Memphis at? And then when all this is over, we should go carousing together.
Yes, let's go carousing.
However, then he says deuces.
And shows his peace sign.
And
Deuces.
flies out the window. So he says carousing and then deuces.
And not only does he fly out the window, he goes out head first, feet last. Like he shoots straight up out the window. He whooshes in a very silly way.
Yeah. Really weird. His feet just go whoop, whoop. Like Mary Poppins almost.
Yeah,
I would
very
say.
Mary Poppins-esque. And Damon's like, wait, and pulls over, can't find him. He's gone.
Damon tells Alaric that he lost fake Stefan. He says that Alaric should use the heretic and the huntress.
Yeah,
which,
he's like, I gotta go find real Stefan. You have a heretic and a huntress. Use them.
That's actually the spicy dark fantasy novel I'm working on right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that was the name of my band.
Yeah, that was my
Heretic and the Huntress.
my ska band in high school. To find fake Stefan while he finds the real Stefan, Val will track Stefan's body. Yeah, she will. Am I right?
Exactly.
Am I right?
That's all she wants to do.
She's like, person inside, don't matter. give me that body. They have to catch. She doesn't say that. They have to catch and kill the fake Stefan. They got to catch him for sure.
Then they got to get that soul out of there.
Yeah, they got to swap. That's going to be a whole other thing.
They got to do a swappage.
He's a serial killer that needs to be staked and burned. Val says no killing. Raina says this is where we part ways. Gets out of the chair. They start fighting. She breaks Val's neck.
Yeah. But Raina was the one who said that he was a serial killer.
Yeah. She must have surmised that.
Well, she tracked him earlier. Like, she knows from firsthand experience for when she killed him.
I thought they hadn't figured out who the buddy in his body was yet.
No, they were like, he's going to Memphis. And she just remembers.
Alaric said, this is weird. Alaric says he's going for a dart gun, and then he doesn't, and then Raina runs away. Like,
this was weird. He's like very slowly reaching towards this closed case.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm curious about what you're inching towards. And he's like, it's a dart gun. And then he just stands still, and then she whooshes.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, okay. Does she whoosh? She runs.
She just runs.
Not whoosh. She doesn't whoosh.
Stefan stops. He's driving the truck from the house. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that we mentioned that he hot-wired the truck.
Yeah, he drove that truck. He sees a gal on the side of the road. Okay, this was my biggest issue.
Okay.
She's wearing wired headphones, like iPhone headphones, to something, probably her phone.
Her phone.
But also the local radio is playing a newscast about the fugitive.
Yeah.
So,
and she's got both her buds in both ears. Also,
she's on the side of the road and just moving something into the trunk or from the trunk or whatever. Mm-hmm. This isn't adding up.
Well, I just don't know why she needed to be wearing those headphones at all.
I don't know.
Because it didn't play into the scene.
Mm-mm.
You know?
Yeah.
she could have just been a regular person, no headphones, doing what she was doing, and it would have made way more sense.
Listening to the radio. Mm-hmm. But she gets creeped and tries to close the door on Marty.
Well, he is weird at first because he's like, "Do you know where we are?" Like, that's a terrible thing to say. He should have been like, "Hey,
girl.
Sorry, yeah." First play not straight, and then say, "Hey, I'm out of gas. Can I borrow your phone? I need to call someone for a tow.
My party bus broke down."
Like, at least try to be normal. Being like, "Where are we?"
Yeah.
Is your opening line.
Yeah, looking all
weird.
scraggly with a broken hand and stuff.
Yeah, and bleeding, and you got your weirdo clothes on. Not a good look.
Not a good look. She gets creeped. She drives away.
Also, she did a good job of defending herself.
Yeah.
So, props to you, lady.
She did kind of like a Bobby Hill, like, stay away from my purse. And then... Have you ever seen that episode?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, that's so funny. Bobby Hill is the best.
Yeah. Bobby Hill. Damon is at the police station. He puts on a police coat. He compels him and says he's Matt from Mystic Falls. And
he doesn't compel at first. He just walks in, puts the coat on, says, "Hey, I'm Matt from Mystic Falls. I'm like here to support my boys in blue," or whatever. And then the guy's like, the sheriff or whoever's like, "I never heard of him," and then he compels him. He's like, "Matt Donovan is the best cop, and he's so talented, and you should trust him," or whatever. But this is definitely showing the juxtaposition of vampire versus human, if that's the theme we're going with,
right
because
there.
Damon just walks in so confident that he's going to be able to do whatever he wants because he can just compel these people.
I do think there is, maybe, I was sort of joking earlier, but there is like vamp privilege at work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they even talk later about like, oh, it's not so hard it's not so easy when you can't compel everyone all the time.
Exactly. We tapped into something here.
So this cop is super inappropriate, and he's like, well, this drunk ass is in the woods. He won't survive the storm, so let's let nature do our police work for us.
Yeah, which is a horrible attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't just let someone who you know did the wrong thing just die in the winter.
Yes. No, that's bad.
No, you should still be doing your police work, weirdo.
Last time I checked...
Don't even. Just keep reading.
Okay. Stefan is freezing in the car. Damon appears to him, but it's just a hallucination, and Stefan knows a lot about withdrawing, I guess, because he's like, if you're a hallucination, I'm in the delirium phase of my withdrawal.
Yeah, I wonder if he knows because he's had to withdraw from like drinking all the blood. Because he's a blood addict.
Yeah, he's
a ripper.
A ripper of sorts.
Maybe that's why he knows, but also he went to school like 800 times.
Yeah.
And studied a lot, and he just knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Probably sat in on a few meetings.
Yeah.
He said he's screwed. He gets out of the car, falls, he barfs, leans against the truck.
He was more like dry heaving, but yeah.
12 degrees and dropping fast, says the newscaster. Okay, the newscaster just posted up outside the outside the police station. The police officer is outside the news station. Damon is still there. Headphone girl comes in.
Damon was about to leave and like figure out what was going on, but then he's like, oh wait.
Yeah. He sends all the cops south of Odin,
which is
but
the
it's
opposite
north.
direction of what she said.
Do you know I won't tell it here, but do you know my famous story of someone who said they were going north but actually went south? That was crazy.
I do know that.
She, much like Lady Gaga, says, I lost my phone.
Oh, yeah. Where are all my keys? I lost my phone.
Inside out, babe. So her phone's on the ground, and Stefan gets the call. And it's Damon.
Yes, this is great. But also, man, what a bummer that Stefan was freezing to death for so long and the phone was just on the ground.
Yeah. I mean...
That stinks.
I don't know anyone's, number, so I couldn't have called anyone anyway, you know?
Well, I'm pretty sure Stefan would know. Also, you do know people's numbers.
Damon comments on Marty's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan can't feel his legs. He's freezing to death. This is not how you're going to die, Damon says, trapped in the frozen corpse of an alcoholic murderer.
And Stefan's like, actually, that sounds pretty fitting for me. Which, that is so sad that that's what Stefan feels about himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know Stefan is a hero character. Obviously, he's flawed, but he's a hero character. He should not have those types of hardships, you know? But he thinks that he always thinks he deserves the worst.
Yes. You know,
It's so sad.
In this moment, he should be practicing positive self-talk.
Definitely, if you're trying to live. Not like, yes, I should be dying this way.
He says that Damon sucks at playing hero.
I mean, Damon always wants to be the hero, but yeah, he sucks because he waits too long.
They banter.
To do the right thing.
They banter. They do exposition. Damon bailed on Stefan. He'd rather live in a coffin than own up to his own mistakes. Don't blame everything on Elena. Stefan is a hero. Damon is a loser. What does Damon's voice in his head say? Stefan posits to him, and then Damon does an I'm bad speech again.
Right, but Stefan prompts him for that because he's like, my first instinct is I'm going to save these people. What's yours? And then Damon's like, he always thinks about himself first, which is true.
I do think there's a little tweak on this one because Damon is doing it to get Stefan to get up and walk.
Yeah, because he's like, come fight me, basically.
Yeah.
He's trying to, rile Stefan up enough to get him to, have some energy to live.
Yeah, so Stefan does get up and start walking, but he doesn't believe Damon will save him. Mm-hmm. No faith.
Yeah, he's like, you know what's sad about all this thing? You won't even find me.
Yeah.
Sad. Stefan is struggling.
Mm-hmm. Val and Alaric are at a neon sign shop.
Oh, yeah. Open 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
A
They're
diner.
displaying an open 24 hours neon sign in the window. That's just one of the many signs. You go in there, you could get an open, you could get a Coors Light.
You can get it closed.
Yeah, closed. Yeah, neon closed. Burn. We closed. Val thinks Alaric wants Stefan to die, so there isn't competition for Caroline.
Which is so weird.
Alaric says Stefan ditched Caroline to be with Val. Ash said, that's not true.
No, it wasn't true. That made me mad, but that is I understand that Alaric is just wanting to defend Caroline because he's in love with her now, and so he's just that wasn't cool. You're gonna hate the ex, you know? But it's truly not true because Stefan had to leave because he was running away from a huntress. He actually asked Caroline to go with him, and he wasn't even going to go. Val convinced him to go, and then they, over time had their rekindling or whatever. But, he wasn't trying to just go on a vacation with his ex from hundreds of years ago.
No, Alaric is rewriting history.
Yes.
Skewed perspective.
No.
I don't want to say gaslighting, but
he just was saying something that wasn't true in a big way to support his girl, but he was right.
Hey, we stand that.
No,
for sure.
You gotta be honest.
Alaric proposed to Caroline because he fell in love with her. She said yes because of the kids. Whew, that's still rough.
That is rough.
That's still Alaric being negative.
Also,
negativo,
it's
for
sad.
Sure.
That's sad for Alaric, for him to be she said yes because it made sense for the kids.
Let's hear Caroline's side of the story.
Stop speaking for her.
Right, before we put words in her mouth.
But yes, that is hard to hear him say, I fell in love with her, but she's doing it because it's good for the girls.
And after all that, Val is rooting for Alaric and Caroline for whatever that's worth.
And then he's like, well, duh.
Damon is keeping real Stefan talking.
On the phone?
Yeah, he misses the inability to compel people. They played hide and seek at kids.
Stefan is bringing up playing hide and seek. He's like, do you remember?
Yeah, Damon didn't want to break the rules. Damon was scared for Stefan to get in trouble. So Stefan was kind of the S stirrer back then.
Yeah, he was the little brother. Damon was very straight-laced because he was scared of their dad.
Yep.
Giuseppe. Your favorite. And then Stefan was the little boy, the little brother, so he was more mischievous, knowing that, like, his brother would take care of him, like, subconsciously. So he was playing hide and seek in his dad's office, and he wasn't allowed to be in there.
Hold on. Not in his dad's office, at the restaurant father's office.
Oh, yeah. I thought that, too. He said in father's office, and then Damon wouldn't find him in there because he... like on purpose, because he didn't want to draw attention to Stefan being in there, because Stefan would get in trouble and he was trying to protect him.
That's why Stefan has that huge trophy that was like
best burger.
seven-time hide winner.
What, getting his booty beat?
No, hide and seek.
Oh, hide.
He never lost.
Hide.
He never lost. He never got
I thought
found.
you meant like got his hide smacked.
Oh, that too. He hid until he got hided.
From his dad. But whenever you see a flashback, you do see that Damon was very intentional about taking care of Stefan. And even like has sacrificed himself for Stefan. But it's just never in the way that Stefan really needs. And Stefan's perspective of how Damon cares for him is so, like, misinterpreted. They have that. They have that, like, misunderstanding, like, their whole relationship.
And it seems like kind of they're both overcompensating now in adulthood, if you want to call it adulthood.
Yeah.
The headlight. Okay, Stefan says, "You'll never find me." He falls in the snow. The headlights wash over him, the prodigal brother in the nick of time. Stefan wakes up in a car.
I woke up in a car.
It's funny to see Stefan in Marty Hammond's body. Stefan eats the cop's donuts. He missed the ecstasy of eating a crappy donut as a human. Is all forgiven? Not by a long shot. Stefan starts bleeding. Marty's not going to make it. We have less than 48 hours to track down your real body. Val says Stefan's body is in Memphis at a university frat house. He was a serial killer before a vampire. Fake Stefan shows up with 6...
Wait, pause. Before you say that, I want to say that it was kind of like impressive, I guess, that Alaric had this knowledge. Because he was like, why would this newly... released vampire go straight to college in Memphis? And then he, like, recalls these specific dates and this specific serial killer. Like, because Alaric, knows history. He is an educator. Some of the stuff he knows is weirdo, but He's
not on Twitter talking about corpses all day.
No, I do appreciate that he's like, wait, I know this story. Like, this sounds familiar to me. And then that's how they know this. And then we get to see...
Fake Stefan shows up with 6 beers at a frat party, and the guy's like, this rules.
Yes.
He invites him in. We see the foot past the threshold. Alaric says, this guy would force his victims to murder each other.
Yeah, this story of this serial killer guy sounds rough.
Fake Stefan is prepping this frat house for murders. And then the last shot is him like, in the crowd. Like,
yeah, like everyone,
I'm going to kill all these people.
Everyone's like fist bumping and partying and stuff. And he's just like, with his arms up. Just where I want to be. Back to killing these frat bros.
Back to killing co-eds.
Woo. That's a wild ending, though.
I know. I look forward to watching the next episode. It sounds like a great episode. It sounds like a cool movie.
It does. Yeah, it's like a good setup.
Yeah. He's got vampire powers, too, though.
Okay. Before we Pete-dict,
yes.
How many fangs?
This was a 1.4 fangs, but with a lot of promise.
I think that it was really creative, and like you're like, I like, because it feels kind of like a movie in the sense where it's like I'm going to the cabin and how do I turn on the power and blah blah blah, and it's like detective-y and stuff like that. I like all those aspects of it, and then you're like, wait, there's a serial killer. Like it's almost like a Law and Order episode, but with vampires. So I like it a lot. I'm gonna give it a 1.8.
Okay, I'll give it 0.3 social commentary points, bring it up to 1.7, and then I'll give it 1.1 Batman point.
1.1.
No, 0.1.
Oh.
So I'm up to 1.8 with you because Stefan was a little bit like Batman because Batman doesn't have any powers. Sometimes he has the suit and all the gadgets, but sometimes Batman doesn't have that stuff, and he has to resort to his detective work.
Yes.
Which Stefan had to do sort of a little bit. But also a Lark is like a detective and a Lark is like Batman. Also, I was thinking about this week.
Batman always gets roughed up and he does not have powers.
I was thinking about this week that I think my favorite superhero is Batman.
Really? Why were you thinking of that this week?
I think because we watched part of Superman, and I was like, I don't like Superman.
Yeah, you're really not going to like this Superman.
I know, we watched part of it. And then
It's way too magical.
I like Spider-Man, but I think I like Batman more. And then all these
You
other...
said that like with so much sincerity.
And then there's many more superheroes, obviously, but like, you gotta go back to the OGs.
I love Spider-Man, but also I love the X-Men as a whole.
Right, as a whole, but like, which is your favorite X-Men? Man, woman, person.
Rogue.
Okay. All right, never mind. My new favorite's her. From the cartoon.
Oh gosh, yeah, well, me too. Okay, so Pete-dictions.
Okay, bottle episode, like I said, there's gonna be frat house murders. They're gonna be kill this person or you die and stuff like that. Very Saw 2-esque. Him breaking his thumb was very Gerald's game. But so that's what fake Stefan is doing. Real Stefan's going to be coughing the whole time. It's going to be down to the wire. They're going to bring him to Memphis. He's going to be sick. Look, I get that this is how you have to do it for storytelling, but I get so bored of cutting to the person who's like, I'm getting more sick.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I don't care. Just be like, he's getting sick, and then we don't have to see him.
We don't have to see him.
But they got to cut to him. I'm coughing blood now.
And he's like,
the napkin has blood on it. Yeah, I get it. He's sick. He's dying. Blah, blah.
Then they get like glamored in their sleep.
I don't know about that
Those
part.
visions, they're always like, I want you to have a happy vision.
Oh, yeah.
know?
A little hallucination thing. And then maybe they'll have to get, like, Bonnie or Val to go down to Memphis and do the switch, and it's going to be tough. The serial killer's going to be like, no, blah, 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 blah. And they got to strap him down, and then Stefan's like, coughing up with blood, and then they got to swap them. Maybe they'll do that next episode. I don't think they can push it towards more the end of the season.
Okay, so that's really like the switch part. Do you think, because this is the first time we haven't seen Lorenzo and Alex St. James? Is that her first name?
Alex St. John.
Oh, John.
I believe.
Really? Or no? James. I think it's James.
I don't think so.
Oh, man. Okay, well, anyways. And then Caroline and her impending nuptials.
Ooh.
And Bonnie. And there's a lot of peeps that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Do you think we're not going to see them next episode because it's going to be this, mostly the serial killer thing?
I don't know, because they could put this on ice for a minute and check in with them. Like, that's how it could begin. I don't know if it'll begin with fake Stefan immediately starting, let the games begin, you know?
Yeah. And then thank you. Let the games begin.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, let the games begin.
Mm-hmm. Is that an EE? Is that an Easter egg?
Wait, what? And then and you did one too. Gerald's game? That's an EE? I gotta call yours out. I'll have to remember. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying.
So yeah, any plugs, Ash? Or?
I mean, just watch your shows.
Yeah.
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Peacock.
Season 20.
Season 20.
Season 20.
Yeah, start with the most recent.
Watch season 20.
It's with a new production company this time.
Same production company.
No. Yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We'll not get into.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But they got like
there's
a little.
Let's say
A little like glow up moment.
There's a glow up. There's a new vibe. New experts.
I'll say a new vibe for sure. Check it out, season 20, and then The Ultimatum, season 4 on Netflix. Watch it all the way through. You know when you can like go on Netflix and you can rate it like a thumbs down, thumbs up, or a double thumbs up.
Double thumbs.
Double thumbs up it, please. And
go to the more like this.
Put it on your list. All those types of things.
Oh, that all helps, I'm sure. On Peacock, give it all 7 feathers.
They should do that.
You should go, you know?
Yeah, like a rating wheel thing.
Yeah.
That was funny. That's all I got. I don't know.
Yeah. Great episode.
All right. Cheers. A handshake. Bye.